for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. Just take a hint, you got a free pass. Oh, try to hide it, but you had me from the get-go. Let me be frank, I'm not that complicated. If you need me, what's the use of playing games? Though there's no denying what we want. Just watch me breaking your sweat. You're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. Feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. You interrupt me and I interrupt you. A shame. When did we start losing and stop giving? I remember I gave it time, all of my time. Now my mind's lost in its thoughts. I want you want only you. But my heart's all tied up in knots. Wanna release it, wanna release it. Wanna release it, wanna release it. Wanna release it, wanna release it. Wanna release You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. Am I awake or am I dreaming? So far gone, I won't look back. And when I move, there ain't no stopping me. You're pushing me up to the top. I saw the clouds looking angry, but then the sky reached my mind. And when I space out, I see the possibilities unfolding the way that I want. That you showed up was written in my palm. You are a statement, explode like a bomb. I get to push myself to victory. You make me winner. You cut me loose and set me free. You cut me loose. You make me win in every way. Win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. You cut me loose and set me free. You make me win in every way. You show me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes. 'Cause I'm the winner, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yes, I'm the winner, yeah.
On the run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind. Pride, that's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on driving till it bends, still it feels like I pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road tonight. Lost my head, don't feel much back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving. or pretend. Keep on driving and driving along the road to end. Lost my head over my back between the jars and bottle jack. Just me and all the red lights. Keep on driving and driving.
Up, turn that one down. Here we are. Gotta hit those buttons. Jeez, it happens when I'm running Zoom and it doesn't automatically do it for me. Hi. Welcome to List Growth Made Easy, lesson number 3, where we're going to be designing your landing page click by click, not step by step. Click by click. And if you're first time here joining me, make sure you type new in the chat box. Go on, do it. Come on, come back to me right now. I know you've been grooving and dancing along to the music. It's pretty cool music, right? So come on back. And we are going to be designing your landing page. Now, if you don't know what this is all about, this is actually me right now building a live course. That is right. I'm building a course live right now, and this is going to be edited and cut down and put into our online program called Business Building Made Easy, or the offshoot of that, it's called List Growth Made Easy. So if you have not yet joined, you should come and join. Join the build, because there is free access to watch us build inside of the Facebook group. So head to listgrowthmadeeasy.com. Come and join, watch the build. It will all be taken down as soon as the build is over. There's lots of bloopers and I forget things and hit the wrong buttons and forget to turn my microphone on. Yes, all things like that. But I'm hoping at the end of the day, the course is going to look pretty cool once we edit it all out. Awesome. All right. Well, we've got a new Facebook user. Hello, new Facebook user. If you have a look up in the thing, there's a thing that says, so Sally can see your name. You've got to give Restream permission. So like click on that little button. You may need to make sure you're in Chrome or whatever browser you're in. If you're using Safari and it doesn't quite work, then try another one. Mildred's here. She's sharing some sparkle love right now. That means she's a sparkler. Anyone sharing purple hearts is a sparkler. Thank you all for joining me. Hey, Ardley. Okay. Well, we've also got the VIPs that are starting to come on into the room. Hi, VIPs. Give me some sparkle hands, baby. I love it. I love it. Awesome. So our VIPs get to ask questions at the end, but this is going to be a few different parts that we're going to be building, guys. So some of it you're going to be able to do now, and some of it you're going to have to go back and watch the replay and pause and click and play and watch and pause and click and play and watch, because literally I'm going to help you build out your landing page click by click. Now, when I run this in a live workshop where we're all in the room together, I'm literally having you click with me and stopping as we go, but we're not going to do that, okay? So you may not be able, well, you won't be able to keep up, okay? So I'm going to teach you why we design the landing page the way we do, how to access the template, explain to you how to use the software for the design, and then I'm going to actually do the click by click part that you will have to go back and watch, okay, during the live recording. So you're all good with that, guys? Yep. Excellent. All right. Now, if you're out there in the live streaming land and you would like to come and join these amazing VIPs in the room, then you can just email us at ask@teamsparkle.com.au. That's ask as in, I want to ask you a question, Sally. Ask@teamsparkle.com.au, and Kat will send you through a link to join the VIP room, where you'll get access to all the edited stuff, and it's just much easier to follow along as a VIP, and you get to pick my brain at the end of the session as well. All right, now we do have to stop and pause for the recordings, as we know, as I look at my notes. What are we doing? Okay, what are we teaching? All right. Well, before we get stuck in this next section, you need to access our template. So we have a template available for you that you can use so you don't have to do the designing. And I'm going to help you click by click through, explain the software, how to click, where to click, why to click, and you won't have to worry about any of the setup. It's literally ready for you to take and tweak. Now, if you are somebody who wants to build the landing page in your own software, nothing's stopping you. I'm going to give you the template so you can see the layout. I do actually want you to use our layout, so make it look like ours. The reason for that is we've tested lots of different landing pages over the years, and this one converts really, really well. Of course, you've got to get your messaging right and test that, but I can tell you, based on all the landing pages we've created, this one is our best converting one that will work for this particular marketing funnel. So, all right, let me head on over to the computer now and first off show you where to access the template or how to just get it pushed straight into your account so you don't need to worry. All right, let's head on over to the computer. All right, so when you're inside, there'll probably maybe be a video above it, but it will have landing page design on the side. So you'll see landing page design there. Now I've just paused because I want to say if you're in List Growth Made Easy in the free program, you will just need to go to the challenge task number 3. Okay, this will be under there for you, but you don't get access to the replays or edited versions or any of those things through the free part, but you will be able to see that. It's just in a different area. I'm creating this video for the actual paid course, so this is where it'll be. So as you scroll down, you'll see we will be adding a video up the top here once we finish making this video that we're doing right now. But underneath this video, you will see these words. So the first one at the top here, view your landing page. This is for those that are not using the software that we recommend and you want to spend the time creating it yourself. So that will give you access to view what the layout looks like, and then you will need to try and replicate as good as possible in whatever software you choose to use. Now, if you're smart and you want to save time, you will have Keep, because we've done all the heavy lifting and you just have to tweak. And how do you get access to the template? Now, you'll find as you work through this training, you'll see these little things pop up along the way where you will be able to request them as you complete each of the stages through this training. So you'll just pop in your name and last name, email address, phone number in case we need to call you for any reason to check anything, and then what program you're part of, just so that when we check your file, you're eligible for this template for free. And then you need to include your Keep ID or application number. Now, I'm going to show you where you will find that. When you're in your Keep account, you may see it at the very top in your URL. Let me just drag this down and see if I can get it into the screen. So you can see here, there is 2 numbers and 3 letters in the URL. So it may be there. If you're on an older version of Keep, it will be 2 letters and 3 numbers. If you're new, it'll be 3 letters and 3 numbers. Okay, I think they just ran out of the alphabet somewhere along the line because of all the people that join. All right, so the other place and the easiest place to find it is just under the little circle in the top right hand corner. I'm trying to get my lefts and rights right. And you'll see there it says current app, and it gives you your number there. Now, the other thing as well is if at the time of this recording, they're about to launch a new UI, user interface. You may find a black bar down the left-hand side. If that's the case, it won't be in the top right-hand corner. It'll be in the bottom left-hand corner where you will find that 2 or 3 letters and 3 number code for you to then go and complete this form. So you can't move on until you complete that form. We're then going to need to grant this to you. Once it's been granted, you will be able to move into the next lesson. But what I'm going to do while you're waiting for the landing page to be granted, I'm going to show you the landing page and explain to you why the layout is the way it is, so you can understand why we've put things in the places that we've put it. And that'll be in the next lesson. Awesome. All right. That's lesson number 1, down and dusted. All right. So you guys can start doing your requests. But if you want Keep and you haven't got Keep, then just email us at ask@teamsparkle. We'll find the best deal available for you. I get access to special deals all the time. You see, I pay Keep to stay a certified partner, keep up to date with my training, but also they give us little back pocket deals. Sometimes it's for the whole month. Sometimes it's just for a couple of days. So always keep an eye out when I have a Keep special or a back pocket deal. And sometimes those back pocket deals, they have to be snapped up really fast because they might be offered to lots of people at the same time, not just me. So email us at ask@teamsparkle.com.au. Let us know the size of your current list, what country you're in, so we can bill you in your right currency. And the currencies we can bill you in are the UK pound, the US dollar, and also in AU, Australian dollars as well. So let us know your country, the size of your current list, and then we'll be able to send you out a quote with the best deal. Don't go to the website, because literally you can save sometimes more than 50% by reaching out to us, and they only give these to Keep certified partners. All right. So anyway, go get set up, send all the things in, whatever you need to get access to this, and I'll meet you in the next lesson. All right. Totally forgot about that bit, but we did it anyway. We filled it in. All right. I'm doing all right today. And guess what? It's only 24 degrees in my office. It's been the worst week, I tell you. So bad I've even bought a new computer because my computer couldn't keep up with anything. All right. Let's discuss. Hey, now before we dig into the actual design click-by-click process, I want to walk you through the landing page and explain to you why we do what we do, what the layout encompasses, so that you can understand what you're doing when it comes to putting all the words and everything in. All right, so let's head on back into my computer. Now, here is what our landing page will look like. So along the top, we have got questions, email us at, and you can pop your email address up there just in case somebody needs to email you. Please do not put a massive logo at the top. Nobody cares about your logo but you. The goal is to have them see the content as fast as possible. So in the previous lesson, you would have made this workbook. So what you'll do is you'll be saving out that workbook as a transparent image so that we can place that in there so they can actually see what they're getting and it feels congruent as they work through the landing page. The next section at the top here is what is the freebie? So is it a free video? Is it a free PDF downloadable? Of course it is, because that's what we made. Then I want you to name. So remember the name that you created? I want you to write the name there of your freebie. And then 3 dot points of what they will gain. Now remember, it has to be benefit driven. So what is the feeling or the thing that they're going to overcome? So for example, this is a script on how to do one-on-one conversations. So confidently do discovery calls without the nerves. See, so I'm showing the benefit of them not feeling nervous. The other one is how to speak without feeling sleazy or salesy. So again, that's what a lot of my clients say. They don't want to do calls because they don't want to feel all sleazy and salesy. And then another thing they struggle with is how to overcome objections without sweating. Okay, so remember the list of problems that you wrote when you first created and we did that project together? I want you to look back through those and pick 3 of the top problems that they face that is related to that. Now, the best way to come up with the benefit statement is using these 3 words, so you can. Okay? So I can give you tips on how to overcome objections so you can do it without feeling the sweats and the nerves. Okay? Or how to speak without feeling salesy or sleazy, it's the same sort of thing. But there's different ways in using the so you can. So that's the best way I find to pull out the benefits. Then you need to include, of course, collecting a name and an email address and a submit button. Now, just look, there is people that say don't even collect the name. The less information they need to input, the better. It will give you a higher conversion. But I can tell you personally, when I get an email or when I send an email, I like to refer to the person by name. It just makes it more personal. If they're not even willing to tell me their first name, chances are they're probably not my ideal client. They're probably more of a freebie chaser. So it does a little bit of culling for me to find those real people who are interested. And of course, the email address, that is the purpose of it all. Then the next section down here is your testimonials, so your social proof. So you can take screenshots of testimonials that you maybe have already got from previous clients. You can reach out to previous clients and ask them for a testimonial. Another thing I can recommend is just interview them, and then you transcribe some of the goodness that they say about working with you and then just send it to them to approve. That saves you waiting on them, because chances are they probably won't have the time to do it. So have a 10-minute recorded conversation with them, take out the best bits, send it to them and get them to approve it. Now, if you do not have testimonials, this is a question we get all the time, just don't include that section. Delete it. You can add them in later. Just start reaching out to people later on. And then finally, because we don't want them to scroll to the bottom and have nothing to do, we just include exactly the same words we put up in the top box. And then this clicks and it will take us back to the form, okay? Because we don't want them to get to the bottom and then there's nothing for them to click on. All right, so make sure that you have that there. Then that's it. We don't want too many calls to actions on the landing page, because you give people too many choices, then they don't choose, they'll come and they'll leave. The other thing as well is you will need a terms and conditions and a privacy policy. At the moment, if you're not planning on driving paid ads to this landing page, then don't worry about it. Put them there for now and add them in later. If you need help with terms and conditions, go and have a look around at some of your competitors, see what they're doing, copy, paste, tweak it, add your own sparkle and create your own terms and conditions and privacy policies. That's what I did when I started. I went and looked at my competitors, their terms and conditions, and I just made it my own, added my own sparkle to it. All right, so that is the reason for the layout and how we do the layout. Now, if you're going to design it in your own software, have at it. Make it look like this, because this converts really well. Usually we get between that 40 up to 70% on this actual layout and design. Sometimes we've got to tweak it a little bit with our messaging, but usually that's around what we get. So this is what you'll need to design, but hey, if you're smart, right? You're smart. You'll have keep. You won't have to worry about that. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through click by click, explain to you how to use the software, how to actually build this entire funnel from scratch, click by click, and you'll need to play, pause, do, play, pause, do, play, pause, do. I should make a song out of that. And you will literally just build it click by adding your own sparkle. You won't have to overthink it or change anything. And I'm telling you, if I got lucky when you wrote your copy on your introduction and outro page or conclusion call to action page in your funnel, freebie, not changing, keep it the same. You can just change the words, the colors, but no more than 3 dot points, okay? All right, I'll see you in the next lesson for click by click. Are you excited? Yes? Awesome. See you there. All right, guys. I'm coming across to the VIPs before I move into click by click. Where are we here? Hello, VIPs. Let me test this sound. I know it always goes to the wrong places. I need that one to go there. I can't wait till I have headphones. And I need that one to go into Ecamm. All right. First off, we're going to do Q&A at the end. So if you've got questions, wait and see. We may cover them. But I would love a key takeaway from a VIP. So, 3 VIPs, key takeaway from what we learned. First one, to unmute themselves. Just go for it. Have at it. And is somebody talking yet? Because if they are, I can't hear you. Yeah, okay, I can't hear you. Hang on a second. It's not in the right place. All right, try now.
Yeah, hi, can you hear me now?
I can. I just don't think the audience can. So give me 1 second. Come on. Oh, now it's, there we go. I think we've got to go through Ecamm audio system. All right, try and talk for me again.
All right. Hello.
Yes, working now. Yay!
Okay.
Catherine, what was your key takeaway?
What I wanted to share is I went ahead and upgraded to the Canva Pro, and I've used Canva for a long time, and using that Pro is like, I couldn't believe the amazingness of it. I'm like, whoa, this really is a phenomenal program. I put it off for so long, but you had such a fabulous offer. So I said, do it.
Awesome.
Yeah, looking at the templates and all, realizing how easy it is to work within the Canva, it's not quite so scary as it was. So I just really
Oh, thank you. Yeah, the Canva stuff, like, honestly, for this tiny, tiny little amount that it actually costs, and then you get access to all those videos and audio files and animations, yeah, and templates galore, like hundreds and thousands of templates. Yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer. So I'm glad you joined the Sparkle side. Awesome. I need 2 more people to give a key takeaway from this, from just the bit about the landing page. Don't be shy. Karen.
I just like the simplicity of it. I think I've made this way too hard in my head. And just hearing how and seeing how you've laid that out, it makes more sense to me, and it makes it doable for me.
Excellent. Well, I can't wait to implement it with you, with our click by click coming up. I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, I wish I could do it now. We do boot camps where we do click by click building, and I literally stop and no one gets left behind. We work with everyone. But for the purposes of this recording, we just won't have the time to wait for everyone, because like building out the landing page there, the click by click usually takes a couple of hours. So I am going to move through it, but I'll try and do it slow enough for you guys to be able to pause in between each section. So one more takeaway from the room. I see Tammy's in here. I'm going to pull out Tammy because Tammy's giving me a run for my money inside of Discord right now. She's going to pip me off the top of the post soon. Hey, Tammy.
Hi. I'm excited because you've already done it for us, and all we have to do is edit everything. And like Karen said, that takes a lot of the intimidation factor away from me.
Yeah, excellent. All right. Okay. Kat, can you please go and jump around inside of the Facebook? I'm broadcasting on my business page, on my personal page, and inside of Keep and Kajabi group and the List Growth Made Easy group. Somebody wants, I think, VIP access. I don't know if they're missing VIP access or can't find the link, but just go and have a look. I you know me and reading, I don't read fast enough. Something about so frustrated, and I see the word VIP. So if you could check that for me, honey, thank you. All right, so let's now, let's get set up for this click by click. Awesome. And make sure I'm on the right page. All right. Here's the good stuff. Click by click, that's what we're known for here inside the Sparkle world. We like to take all the overwhelm and confusion away when it comes to setting up your tech. That's why we've created an ecosystem of online coaches, consultants, and course creators using the same software. Why? Because it's not just me using the software. It's everyone inside our community who's using the same software. So if I'm asleep, someone's probably awake that's further ahead in understanding the software. Unlike other coaches and consultants that you may find out there will tell you, go build a landing page and choose anything you want. Honestly, let me save you time. Time is something you cannot get more of. So let's dive into click by click, and you will need to pause as you work through this to ensure that you do the doing and the implementing. So let's head on over to the computer, and it may be a bit of a long one, but we'll get there. Put the time aside and you will have an awesome, rocking opt-in landing page by the time we're done. Okay, here we are. So I'm just in what we call our my sandbox account. So when you have requested the template, what you'll find is it will live under this section down here called automations. So you will click on automations. Page will load. What you're looking for is this one here that says stage 1 landing page, opt-in, thank you and calendar with Sparkle Swipe. Now, to open it, you just click on it, and then you can click here, view report, or you can click on the 3 buttons, does the same thing, or you can just double click and it opens. 3 options to get in, you choose your own path. Now, what we're going to be doing while this is loading is I'm just going to give you a little bit of a look at it, but we are not going to actually mess with the template. We're going to build and create your own campaign by bringing in these templates. That way, if you ever need to go back to the original, it's always in your account. So before we get stuck in, I'm just going to walk you through inside the automation what this looks like so you understand. First, reporting is at the top. This is where we can read those sexy numbers, baby. You can choose how far or custom date as well. When we want to build and edit, we click the edit button. Okay, so once I click the edit button, we will see here, these are the landing pages that I've given you. So there's a landing page here, and there's a bonus calendar landing page here, which we'll get into later in a future training. Okay, so we've got these 2. Now, in your account, they may be grey. Okay, they might be grey because they've just been pushed to your account and not yet published. The way you view your landing page is you will double click on it to open, and it will do the building. So it's pulling in all the things that I sent across to your account. And you'll see, oh, voila, there's that landing page design that we had. Okay, so as you can see, that's exactly what we went through in the previous lesson. What you can do is just to make sure that it's published, then click continue up the top here. And then there'll be a button, it doesn't say republish, it probably says published for the first time. So just click publish. And what you will find is now when you click done and you leave, it will be what I call green and stripy. Okay, it'll be green and stripy. So bear with me one moment while it loads. So can you see this one at the top here? That's green and stripy. Now the reason for that is it's been published, but it hasn't been published to the public yet. Okay, so if somebody was to click on that link, if I haven't, we call it publishing. So you've got to publish twice. So you publish to say it's ready to be published, and then you publish again to actually make it live to the public. Because what that does is if you're halfway through a change and you need to go to bed, you don't need any changes and updates pushed out to the public yet. All right. And so that's what you'll do. And then you'll come over here, and this is the publish part. I want you to click publish like that. Simple. And then at the bottom, click publish again. Now, what this is doing, it's not publishing it to the public. It's a really silly link. No one's going to be able to find it, okay? But that's just ensuring that you've got an active landing page to be able to pull in a moment, okay? So let me just check something, guys. I'm just going to go and quickly check something if there's something else. I'm going to edit this bit out. I'm just going to leave a long bit of silence so I know I've got to edit this. Yeah, it's not that. That's cool. I was just wanted to check something. Just making sure. Just making sure. All right. Oh, waiting, patiently waiting. All right, so you've published. Let's just do that again so we can edit to that. I'm just going to do a loud couple of claps so I know where to edit. Okay, so as you can see, we've now published. Mine's got a number 3 on it because we've tested and played with this page a little bit, but yours will have a number 0, okay? Now, what I want you to do is click the edit button, and I want you to go to actions up the top here, and I want you to make a copy. So make a copy. So we're not going to mess with the template. You're going to make a copy. And this is how I want you to name it as well. I want you to name it Stage 1, okay, Stage 1, and then the name of your freebie, okay, so name of your freebie, okay, so that's what you're giving away, right? Now, you may find the more and more you make these, you'll end up with shorthand for your freebies. So for example, if I'm giving away conversations that convert, we just, in the business, we call it C2C. So we know what we're talking about. Or if we're running something for the sales and marketing school, we just call it SMS, right? So you may find it makes it easier because then you don't have these really long strings of words, especially if your freebie is a really long name. So start to think of acronyms that you can use to shorthand things. It makes your life simpler in the long run. All right, so you'll make a copy, you'll click Stage 1, and then you'll click Save. Now it's going to duplicate this into where we're going to build out everything. Okay, we're going to be building out your landing page today. Next lesson, we're going to be looking at all the other things and the emails and all the stuff that comes in. All right, so we can see up here, I've got some written text here that helps explain what it is. You can have a read of that, and here that explains what this one is. All right, and I'm just going to give you a little rundown of what's in these over here, just so you get some grounding, but please trust the process. You don't need to know it all, okay? Up the top here, in sequences, this is where we build automation, and we'll be building automation when we get to the email part of this. Okay, so wherein all the emails go out and the delays and if they opt in and click and then we send them off into all different directions. That's what happens up here. Okay, so that's where we automate what we can that we don't need to be doing manually. The ones down here under goals, the round circles, I always like to refer these as an action a human does. So it's a goal that we either want our team to do, or we want us to do, or we want our prospects or clients to do. So if we take these, for example, they fill in a form and submit a form, action a human has done, or a web form, an action a person has done. They have visited a landing page and opted in, action a person has done. Now, I'm not going to explain what all of these are. It's just a brief overview. Landing page, a tag. Tags are the thing that make your automation super, super powerful. At this basic level, I'm not going to go into great detail because you're going to get stuck in the weeds. Just trust the process and make the tags the way I tell you to make the tags, and I promise it will work. All right, the next thing is an email link click. So somebody's opened the email to get to the landing page that's in the email. It's an action a human has taken. They've opened an email, an action a human has taken, right? So all of these, and you won't use all of them, we don't even use all of them, they're goals that we want somebody to achieve, okay? And as we move through this build process, you will see where we start to bring together our automation and where we start to bring together our actions or goals that we want our human to take. And then right at the bottom here is your notes section. So if you need to go back to anything or leave yourself a reminder for the future, you can drag this in, and I'll get you all to drag this in. And I want you to write this. Sequences are for automation, and then goals are for an action a human takes. All right, there we go. And you've played sequences with notes. Okay, so there we go. That's it. And you can pop it up there. Just drag it up there. Now, a couple of tips for navigating is you can click and drag things around. Just click and drag, just normally. But if you need to, because this is a huge canvas, okay, so write these down. If you need to move the canvas because you run out of room, you hold the space bar down and you click in a blank space and you can drag around, okay? Space bar will move the canvas. If you need to zoom in and out of the canvas, so you need to see more of the canvas, write this down. Command or Control, depends on if you're on a PC or a Mac. Command on a Mac, Control on a PC, and the plus and minus button above the P letters next to the delete button, and they zoom in and out. Okay, so they're two shortcuts I want you to remember because you may need them quite often. They're things that we use consistently. All right, so Command or Control, Shift and minus, spacebar to grab. You need to make sure you're in a white space because if you click on top of something with the spacebar down, it's just going to move it. Okay, so click and drag to move around. Excellent. All right, so that's a little bit of navigation and getting you set up for this. Move to the next video where we are now going to actually do the landing page itself, click by click. All right, I'll see you in the next lesson. All right, guys, here we are, ready for the next lesson? Let's go in and dig into your landing page. There is lots of things to be done. I don't want you to start thinking, oh, what about the thank you page? What about the emails? We'll get there, but today's lesson, you cannot move forward until you have built this landing page and claimed your badge. So you're going to double click, or I might just go back and show you another way in just in case you're having issues double clicking. You will, let's hope it doesn't go too far back. Yes, it has. Oh, okay. Great, I actually come back here because if you do come back to this and it hasn't been published, it's going to live down the bottom in drafts. Drafts is right down the bottom in grey. Okay, so if you come back later and you're like, where has it gone? You probably don't have as many campaigns as I have, but until you publish, okay, it's going to be in draft mode, so it'll be down the bottom in grey. So it was kind of good that I flicked back. All right, let's go in to here and get ready for click by click. Get that little finger ready. Have me on one screen. Have keep open on another screen on the one computer if you need, or two separate computers, and get ready for doing. You're going to pause, you're going to do. You're going to watch, you're going to pause, you're going to do. And just work your way through this. Okay, so you can double click or you can right click and choose view and edit. So we're going to click view and edit. It's going to do its magic and pull all the things in. And you're going to choose your pages down the bottom here. So come down to your pages. And you will see, remember that landing page that we saved? It should be sitting in under your pages. And if it isn't, let me know, but it should definitely be there. Oh, no, it's not. It's not there. This is what I was looking at before. Hang on a second. I may need to go back and do this again. Let me check. Yeah, it is. It's doing it from this way. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go back. I'm going to start this section again. Sorry, guys. Whoops. Yeah, it is. It is. I thought it was. See, this is what happens when I don't build from scratch all the time. We're going to leave a nice big gap. I think we're going to have to come back to... Sally. Gone too far. This is what happens in done for you days where we all click together. Oh, you'll be loving the edit, I tell you. All right, let's try this again. Why? All right. I'm just looking for something. I know what I need, but it's not where it was. Don't you love people that change UIs? It's just like Facebook ads. People changing the UI for the sake of changing the UI. All right, let me find it in here. It's got to be on this landing page. We need elevator music playing right now. I've got the countdown songs in my head. All right, let's go back in here. I know it's in here somewhere. Just got to find it. That's what I stopped for before to look for. All right, it's not in there. It's not in there. It's definitely not in there. It's definitely not in there. It's got to be in settings. Nope. Oh, cat, where is my save as template button? Where is my save as template button? Sorry, guys. If you're talking, I can't hear you. You're either on mute or I haven't turned you on. Where's my save as template button? Guess what? Smart people Google. Used to be up the top in the little drop-down window. From your left menu of your pages, click. Legacy. Aha. It's the new UI doing me in. New landing pages, create and manage landing pages, Pro Max, settings, landing pages, create and manage landing pages. If you're talking, Cat, I can't hear you. You're on mute. It's because I'm used to the legacy version.
Where were you talking to me, Sally?
Yeah. So remember how we used to be able to just click the button and say save landing page as template? They've changed the UI. It looks like it's only in the legacy version.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to do is find where that button used to be, where I could save my landing page as a template. Because what's happening is when we're bringing in the landing page, unlike the automation, we can move from campaign. A landing page isn't. So it needs to be saved as a template. Maybe they've stuck it in under here. I'm looking forward to
They
when the
could
new
copy the campaign.
landing page. Yeah, I did copy the campaign, but it didn't pull the design across.
Oh, okay.
So, here we go. Published. Nope. See? It's not there anymore. I reckon it's in the old legacy
in that one?
version. Pardon?
Is it in the My Templates?
No, nothing. It's yeah, they've moved the button to save as templates. Has anybody pushed across? Has anybody asked to push across a campaign yet and had it and received it? Or can you
Quite
push?
a few of them should have.
Yeah, Kat, can you push across to the DP account for me? Just the campaign, so I can see what the others see.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, guys, they've just changed the UI. So previously there used to be a button that says Save as Template on that last page, and it's not there. So I just need to find what you see and see if there's a need for us to do that or not. So Kat's just going to push across another one that you're going to see.
It says it's not allowed because it's the same place it was created.
All right, can you please push it to my, let's have a look, which account? Push it to AW, please. See what these guys see. And maybe we won't duplicate it. We'll use a landing page. It's going to have all their own stuff on it anyway.
It should be there now.
Thank you. I just didn't want to use this UI because it looks different slightly to what you guys see. This is what's coming, guys, this black bar down the side. It's going to give...
My account, right?
Oh, yeah. That's probably a good idea. All right. Yeah, push it to your account because it'll look more like their account then, and tell me your number. And then I might actually re-record this. It's the Maker's Market or something, isn't it? Aussie Handmade.
Aussie Handmade.
Yeah, NX723. All right, yeah, I think I'm just going to re-record it from the beginning, just this part here. I can do all of the other things, but I'd like to see. Let me know when it's come over.
What was the number again?
NX7 something.
Yeah, I see it now.
Thank you. This is what happens when you record a course live. Yeah.
You'll be there now.
Thank you, lovely. All right, I'm just going to refresh. All right, now you'll open up your account, and the place you want to go where we have pushed this account or design for you is into automations. Click on automations. And if you've already got some things in here, they'll sit at the top here in green. If you don't, it'll probably be near the top, but otherwise you'll have to scroll down till you get to the draft areas. And in the draft, they'll be grey. And you will see, because it's just been pushed to your account, it should sit right here at the top. So then all you need to do is click, and there's a couple of ways to get into this. You can click on the 3 buttons to go finish setup, or you can just click finish setup, or you can double click. So let's double click. That's how I do it, but choose your own path, choose your own adventure. Who remembers those books? I used to love those books. All right, so as it loads, what I'm going to do is give you a little bit of an overview of what it looks like inside of here first, and then we're going to get stuck into the click by click. Okay, so you'll see it's come across from us, and it'll be what I like to call green and stripy. You see these? They're green and they're stripy. Oh, imagine that. That just means that they're not yet published for public view. So we've given you this freebie landing page here, and there's the thank you page inside there, but please don't touch that yet until you finish the first lesson of click by click. And we've also given you a bonus landing page in here as well. All right, so that's what you'll end up with inside your account. But before we dig into the click by click, I just want to give you a little bit of a rundown of what's going on over here on the left-hand side. You see this stuff here on the left-hand side, this is what's going to build out all of your automations and all of the manual tasks and many, many other things. So first thing I want you to see here, these are what we call sequences. We'll be getting into these in a little bit more detail in a coming lesson when you do your emails. But sequences are where you build the automation. So the things that you want to automate happen inside of the sequences. Don't get too worried about those just yet, but I just wanted to let you know they're coming in a future lesson. Now, the next things under here are what we call goals. The round circles are goals. I always see a goal as an action a human takes. So a human could be you. A human could be your prospect or your lead, or a human could be a task that you set up for your team. So some examples of this are a human submits a form, or a human opens an email and clicks on the link, or a human purchases a product. Now, we may or may not use the product. We're not using it in this, but some people can. You can accept payments, or a human opens an email. So all of these things through here are things that you can set up as goals to achieve. For example, a task. Maybe you've got a series of automations that remind you to update something, and then when you complete the task, it pulls you out of the automation so that it doesn't keep sending things. So that's what goals do. If there is things happening in here, like we've got a group of emails going out that say, hey, book a call, hey, book a call, hey, book a call. We would do it much nicer than that. But then they book a call, we don't need them to actually continue getting those emails, and the goal pulls them out. So it stops the automation, all right? But the most powerful part of your automation is these little guys here, tags. I dream about tags and segmentation. I love tags. This is the most powerful part of automating your systems. Now, what I want you to do is trust the process. As we build this, I'm going to be giving you tags. I will explain what they're supposed to be doing, but you will, some of you turn them on without actually 100% being crystal clear on what they're doing. But promise me that you will just keep moving. You can ask the question, but there will become a time when I will ask you to just turn it on. Because tags are super powerful. They take a while to learn. So I've already pre-built all of that for now, but also for future builds that you may do in the future as well. So we've set you up prepared for the future, as well as just building out this single automation. The reason for that is then you don't have to go back through all your automations and figure out what to do. So you'll learn that as we start building out the rest of the lessons. So the main thing I want you to realize is automations, actions humans take down here. And then finally, right down the bottom, you'll see notes. I use this all the time to leave myself notes of things I still need to do, or leave notes on the file if I need a staff member to jump in and fix something. But what I want you to do is to practice your notes. You're going to, and this is how we get them from this side panel into the middle panel, is we just click and we drag it across, we let it go, and we type. And what you're going to type in here is some notes when it comes to designing. So number one, you're going to write sequences. If Sally can spell, sequences, that'll do. Are where automation is built. Okay, then you can enter down, and then I'm going to get you to write goals are an action a human has taken. All right, there we go. So we've got this first note here. And as I teach you things, I want you to keep adding to this note so that you can remember what to do. Here's another one that you can add to this note as well. When you want to, you can just click. This is pretty, self-explanatory. You probably don't need to write this one down. But if you want to move anything, you can click and you can drag it around like this. You can click and drag it around like this. But you may find that you run out of space here on this board. Okay, you may run out of space because you might start building out long automations. So to move this, because if I click, you can click and drag. Click and drag. So that will move your board. Click and drag, okay? So that will move your board. So it's probably a good idea to add that to here. And actually, to move board, click and drag, hold and drag in a white space. Okay, so if you click on these, it's just going to click and drag it around, right? So click and hold in a white space if you need to move around. All right, and the other one, I'm just going to put that up there for note-taking later. The other one that's really handy to know is Command on a Mac or Control on a PC, and the plus or minus button up near the top letter P or the delete button will minus in or out, because sometimes you need to see more of the artboard than what you can see. All right, so again, add that up there into your notes, okay? So that when you need to, you can refer to it. Now you can see some of the words are hidden, so we can drag from these corners and make them bigger as well. So as you're learning, and you don't need, if you want to, keep adding to this note section as well. All right, now that I've given you an overview inside of an automation, we're now going to dig into your landing page. I'll see you in the next lesson. I'm not even going to duplicate, because you guys can just get them pushed across again. And plus, they're going to be done in your branding, so you better to just duplicate those. Okay, here we go. All right, excellent. Now we've done a bit of an overview here. So the first thing I want you to do now in this lesson is click by click. But before I dig into click by click, I'm coming back to you. You are going to pause and click and change, and pause and click and change. Or unpause and play. Play, change, play, click. Play, pause, change. Play, pause, change. As we work our way through, and at the end of the video, you'll trust the process. You will have a completed landing page. All right, so let's go back into where we left off, which is right here. So what you're going to do is you can either double click or you can right click and choose View and Edit. Choose your own adventure on how you would like to get into the landing page. It's then going to load the landing page for you. Oh, look at that. It's doing all its magic. And here is your templated landing page. So the first thing we do before we start designing is we set the foundations in your settings. So we come down to settings at the bottom. Click on settings. In general, you are going to name your template. So you're going to name it name of freebie. Okay, so you're going to call it your name of freebie. Whatever it is, put it in there. Now, if you have got a brand font or typeface. You know, if you did personal branding made easy, you would have your choice. See if it's in here for you. Now, you will need to choose something that's in here because these are all web safe fonts. Okay, so go through, and these are our brand. This is what we use in our brand. We always use Montserrat. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that I've changed all of those to Montserrat. So go ahead and do that. All right, there we go. Okay, so they're all changed. Font sizes are fine, but what that does, it just creates consistency and you don't have to go change the font styles as you go. Okay, once that is done, then you'll go down to brand and logo. You can click here to upload your own logo. So if you have your own logo, you can upload it into here. So I'm just going to go and select my logo from my logo. Now you go do the same. So here I go. I'm going into my Sparkle Class Academy folder and I'm going to the logo folder and I'm going to go to completed branding. Of course, your directions are your directions. And Sparkle Class Academy. And I'm going to go for the long purple one because that's the one we use most of the time. So once you've done that, your logo will upload in here. Once that's done, then just go to the next one, which is your Favicon. Now, you will need to store your Favicon somewhere. Okay, so if you've got a Google Drive, you will need to store your Favicon and paste the link in there. What is a Favicon, you ask? Well, have a look at the very top here of this landing page. You see when you open these tabs and it's got a little K for Kajabi, and can you see this little S over here for the Sparkle Class Academy? That is a favicon. Now usually they are 72 pixels by 72 pixels. You can create your own favicon inside of Canva, but I don't know if they'll let you go down as low as 72 pixels as long as it's square, okay? As long as it is square. So do it at like 200 by 200 and then you're good. Load it, put it onto a server somewhere like Google Drive, or Canva may have a share link, like an embed share link. Check and see if they have that for you, and then just paste the link in there, okay? Otherwise, if you don't have one in there, what will happen is, see this one with the little round circle? That's probably what's just going to display. If you don't have one and it's going to hold you up, just get on without it. It's no biggie, okay? You can fix it later. Tracking, this is only if you're going to be running ads, okay? So if you've got a pixel code, you need to put that into there, or for Google Analytics, that's where you put that. Oh, it actually says it up there, look at that. That's where you put your code. If you don't know what that is, that's okay. That's a lesson for another day. And then the final one here is social sharing. Now, you know when you post a link inside of Facebook and it pulls in a title and it pulls in a description and it pulls in an image? That's what this is. So you will put the name of the freebie, or another title you could use is like 5 tips to, or how to overcome, you know, those benefit statements. You could put that there so it pulls that in. And then here is where you will type a little bit of text. So I usually put in there, unlock the secrets to blah, okay? Just short and sweet. And then you can test it later when you paste inside of Facebook to see what it pulls in. And then this here is the image that it will pull in. So you can create, what I would recommend is just pull in the front cover of your freebie, okay? Bring in the front cover of your freebie, or the 3 pages that you maybe put together to make it look like a book. Bring that in and put it in here. So when you paste, it actually looks like where they go when they click. Okay, so if you need to do that, go and pause, create it. But if it's going to slow you down, you can live without it. It's not going to stop you from sending out a link. But go and create that image and pop it in here and then come back when you're done. All right, now you're done. You've uploaded an image and I'm going to skip it because we're not going to upload it. Okay, so that's all of your settings done, all of these areas, and you click done. Excellent. Alrighty then. Now, before we dive into the designing part, I'm just going to walk you through what happens in each of these different areas. Okay. Now, watch as I hover my mouse. Watch real closely as I hover my mouse. You can see here that there's this blue line that pops up at the side when I'm hovering over this area. And then when I hover in here, this blue box comes up. And if I move my mouse down, can you see this big blue line shows up down the side? And then if I move my mouse across onto the image, there's another blue box. So all of these are different elements. So this is if I click on this larger section on the outside, you have a look at the top. This is the snail trail, I call it. It's the snail trail. At the very top here, it says section. That means I'm now working. If I click to edit, I'm working in this section here. So down the side panel, all of the properties and things I can change in this section show up in the edit panel on the side. So you're changing backgrounds and all that. And we're going to work through that. I just want to give you an overview first. Now, if I dig a little deeper, inside of a section, you've got this block here. Now, can you see this text block here? And it's highlighted up the top there in grey and it says text. And we can dig down all the way back to section. So watch where the blue line changes. It's got text. I move down. It changes it to column. So there's a column and inside that column is a text block. If I move down, there's a whole row. If I move down, there's the whole column. So the whole white square. Then that is a row, and inside the row there are two columns because that's a column over there. And then the section is the greater area, okay? So sometimes you may click in here to edit, but you really need to kind of get down deeper. You can click through the snail trail to move down and watch this left-hand bar side change as I move through. So column, row, right? And you can see the row, column, so the bigger, wider column, the row, the larger row, and then the section is the larger section, okay? So just be mindful. If you can't find what you're looking for, sometimes you're in the wrong section or row or column. So just check along the snail trail, okay? So let's begin click by click now that I've given you an overview. Click number 1, are we ready? We click. Along here, type in your email address. me@myemailaddress.com. Done. Excellent. Next, we're going to come up the top here. We're going to click in the purple area. So we collect the whole section. And then down the left-hand side, you're going to go to background color. And at the moment, you can see that Sally's purple, but I bet you that's not your color. So I want you to click on the properties at the top here. Click on properties. And you can choose your own adventure in here. Or if you've done the personal branding design school, you will have a hex code. You can type your hex code in there and click save. Guess what? Give yourself a pat on the back. Section 1, done. Next is section 2. Let's start from the outside and work our way in. First off, let's click in the larger section. As you can see, we currently have in this larger section here is background color is currently set to purple. What I've done with this background color is I've actually made it a little see-through. That's this transparency right here. So if your background color is, you want to add some kind of transparency to it, you can add your hex code here like we did in the previous one, or choose the same one that you had above but add some transparency to it to give it a theme. Okay, so now you've chosen your theme. We move down to the next section here, which is background image. Drop down the background image and you can upload a background image. Use mine, I don't mind. Otherwise, go to Canva, find yourself a background image, and then you will be able to upload it. So if I click this remove button, okay, then you will be able to add a background image in here. So you can click add image, then you will be able to choose from your computer the image that you saved from Canva. I've got Cat's file here, so I'm going to go and find an image from Cat just to pop in the background, just to give you an example. Not probably the one that I would want. All right, so that's your goal now, is to go to Canva. Do not procrastinate. I want you to set a timer for 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, you're going to find an image. So pause this video, go find an image, come back, save it, and upload it. You've got 3 minutes. Ready? Go. Awesome. You're back? You've uploaded your image? I'm not happy with this image, but I'm just going to keep rolling so we can get this done together. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to move into writing here. So you're going to click right here and guess what? First word, free, what? You're probably the same. Free PDF download, free workbook, free checklist, free something, okay? Free PDF checklist. What is it that you've made? Now, of course, pink may not be your color. Highlight it. Highlight the text. And then above here, can you see the letter A right there? Click on it. Oops. And again, you can type in your hex code. And once you start adding hex codes in here, your custom colors will start to come up as clickable buttons just like mine. So I'm going to change it to that. All right, now that's done. Next one, name of freebie. Guess what? You're going to highlight it. Right, you done? Type it in. And if you want to, change its color to your branding colors. Just like that. All right, guess what? Section done. Or actually text box. If we look at our snail trail at the top, text box done. Awesome. Moving on down. Okay, each of these 3 buttons here are little ticks. You're going to click on it, but guess what? We can change the colors. So we're going to come down here and you can choose whatever color you want. Oh, I believe we can change its color. Hang on a second. I believe we can. Always. Or you can change the icon in here. Do you have a different icon you want? So you can click on the icon and choose what you like. So it's a little bit more like you. Maybe you're selling something with money. Choose the icon and you'll see that it comes up over there. All right. So do that. And then you can come down here and choose what color you would like them to be. So go through now, pause the video and choose your icon. I'm going to go money, money, money. And I'm going to change them to my pink. And the third one, click icon, change the icon and choose my color. Are you done? If not, pause it and I'll see you back in a minute. Awesome. You done? Icon's done. Congratulations. Pat yourself on the back. Next, we are going to do our 3 dot points. So remember, benefit driven. Think about the thing, the feature, and how it can help them. And then I want you to choose to highlight the biggest word that has the biggest impact in that sentence. So for example, confidently do discovery calls without the nerves. Confidence. That's what I want to give them. So you will type in yours and then you will highlight the word that you want to stand out. To even give it more pop, you could add a color to it. I'm going to give them pink. All right. So what happens is what we call when they scan reading, they read the main words. So I want you now to write your 3 benefit statements. What is the outcome you're going to help them with? And then make sure to find the biggest, best word in there and highlight it so that confidently, without feeling salesy, and overcome objections, right? So go and write those, pause this video and come back once they're done. You're already here? What? You are fast. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to move down to this. This is where we collect their information. So we're going to click in the box. Now you'll see that the box is made up of a few different things. A form, that's where we collect the information. And then also the column, which is the larger box around the outside. And also as well as the form, you've got the button. And can you see the button has come up at the top there? So a form, the two main places is what information do you want to collect? Name and email. You don't need to change it because that's what we're collecting. So leave it. But just letting you know, if you want to collect a surname, you can certainly add them in here. There's lots of different things here you can add, but we're not going to change it. Just wanted to show you. Don't get confused. The next one we're going to move to is the button. Click on the button. I want you to make it a fun button. Yes, give me the secrets. Yes, I want in. Cool, send them to me. Pick something fun to put over here in the call to action in the left-hand panel. Go on, write it right now. Tippy-tap with your fingers. Awesome. All right, then we're going to choose our branding colors. So once you've done your call to action, drop down styles. What color do you want your button? Make it pop. Okay, so we usually choose a color. So pink is usually our accent color. So you would have designed, if you did personal branding made easy, you would have chosen your accent color. Use your accent color. I've actually used my accent color all through here, which I probably shouldn't have done, but you know, it is what it is. So that it pops. It really you want it to stand out on the page. All right, so go choose a color. Did you pause or did you just pick a color? Hopefully you just picked a color and you're done, right? Guess what? Another pat on the back. Section 2 done. Whoop, whoop. Yay! All right, guys, moving on down. All right, here we go. What others are saying about Sally. Guess what we're going to change here? What's your name? Your name goes right here. So just click and write your name. And what I want you to do, I actually did this on purpose. I want you to center it. So this is currently left hand justified, so that we get to play with this little tool along here just a little more. I'm going to get you to center it. All right, done and done. So now it's centered to the page. All right, moving on down. Okay, now if you have a image that you can add, all you need to do in here, okay, all you need to do in here is to remove this image and then click to add an image and then add an image. Okay, so add an image. So pick from your computer. So if you've got screenshots that you can take from a Facebook group, I don't. So I'm just going to choose something random in my downloads folder, which I have not pre-prepared earlier. So that's how you add an image. So if you're going to add images for your testimonials, continue and do all three. Okay, and you'll do 1, 2, 3. If you don't have 3 and you are only going to add 2, guess what? You click on one of them, click on one here, make sure the image is selected, otherwise you don't want to delete the whole row or column, right? Make sure the image is selected at the top, scroll all the way down and you'll see right here at the bottom is the delete. And you can delete. And now the funny thing is actually let me add another image in there. I do digress. You actually have to delete to get rid of the whole column. You've got to delete the image at the top here, but you've actually got to delete the column as well. So the whole square disappears. So if you did the same thing, you'll need to just drag something back in from elements. There has to be something in there. It's silly, right? To delete. It's probably a good lesson learned to show you. So click on there, make sure you're down at column and then delete the actual column. And delete. And now we've got 2. Okay, so there we go. But 3, don't go and delete things unless you have to, because you can add your testimonials in there later if you need to. Now the next part is if you want to type your testimonials. Okay, so what you can do, instead of having an image in here, what you do is you click on the image, scroll down and make sure it's on image, okay, on image, delete the image and go to elements and drag in a text box. And then in here, you can write that Sally is awesome and sparkles. And like with any text writing tool, you can make this bigger. You can change its size, all the things that you want to do with the text. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. Pop in your testimonials. So I want you to now pause the video and go and collect your testimonials. But if you do not have testimonials right now, just leave it and keep moving on and write yourself a note. Put it on a post-it note and just say, got to add testimonials to this landing page. Okay? You're right? Okay, pause, go do the thing and come back. You're back. Excellent. Now, let's move down. Guess what? Yours will look much sexier than mine. But we're going to move down to the last section down the bottom here, or second last. Guess what we're putting here? The perfect one-on-one consult script is the exact words that you put up here. So I want you to now type in those words right here. Pause if you have to, or if you're a quick typer, go right ahead. Type in those words. Great job. Good on you. Look at those tippy-tap fingers going. The next thing is this button. Again, like we did with the previous button, we're going to add a really fun. Yes, I want to learn to have conversations that convert. Yes, teach me how to stop puppy puddles. Okay? And then you're going to come down here under the button area and you're going to come to style and you're going to change your button color to match your branding. Awesome. Done? Ready? Okay. Then we move out to the section area where it's this whole purple section. I want you to choose the same color that you put up here. I want you to put that color, helps you with your indecisions, the same color down here. So we're going to go into background color and choose the same color at the top. That's really messed with my button. I'm going to choose pink instead. All right. Okay, so that helps with your indecisions. You've already chosen the one up there is down there. Done? Done. Excellent. Now the final step. Oh, I just want to congratulate you. Second last section. Good on you. You're amazing. All right, let's work along the bottom here. Now, I did upload my logo before, but as you can see, my logo is purple on a purple background. Didn't quite work. So if you want to replace your logo because it doesn't work on your background, do that. Or change the color of your background. Okay, so you can come in here and replace the image and choose. I would go in and select from my computer and I'm going to go choose my white one. So let's go to previously used Sparkle Class Academy and I'm going to choose my long white logo because that will look much better on my background. There we go. Now if it's really big like this, once your image is uploaded, straight under this image area, make it a little smaller. Because you know what? You're the only one who really cares about your logo. It's true. It's true. It's funny. I watch people design their stuff all the time and they make their logo a gazillion sizes too big. Okay, now you've got your logo. What I want you to do is just choose your background color. So click in the section area. Make sure it's on sections. Choose background color, drop it down and choose the color that you want to put as your background. And finally, you will have terms and conditions over here. If you already have a terms and conditions page or you're going to run ads to this page because you won't get through ads without a terms and conditions, you just click on the terms and their little white text box comes up here and you can add a link that takes them to the terms. And then what I always do, so that they don't leave my landing page, you can click open in new tab so it opens in a different tab. Okay. So if you've already got a terms and conditions page, go do that now. Go grab the link and come back and paste it onto terms and conditions and privacy. If you don't and you're not going to run ads to this page, just leave it and make it a job for another day. Okay, you can still drive traffic to this without having the terms and conditions and policies at the bottom. All right, so pause this video, go find the link, come back, and I'll see you on the other side. What? You're back? Guess what? High five! Yes! You have created your opt-in landing page. Congratulations, you! You're amazing. You now have a landing page. Now, don't you worry about all the other things. Let me come back to you. That's the design process done. Before we do anything more, I want you to stand up and pat yourself on the back and go, good job. Good job. Good job. All right, final steps. Let's go ahead and let's get this little sucker published. All right, here we are. You finished all of the design. You're right at the bottom. Now you're going to bring your little mouse up to the right-hand corner and click continue. And you'll see this big button at the top here that says publish now. That's what you're going to do. You're going to hit publish now. Woohoo! Congratulations, you've just published a landing page. And this is what you're going to do. See this little link down the bottom here? You're going to copy that link and you're going to head over into the course and submit the link as your as the link to your landing page. Simple as that. And the other thing I want you to do is go on over into the Facebook community and post the link there so we can all see how beautiful your landing page is. Now, don't worry, we're going to do the thank you page in the next lesson. I don't want you to get lost in that. I want you to finish this one first, one step at a time. So please do not jump ahead. Finish this landing page. Go find your testimonials. If you've got time, do your terms and conditions. Hey, go steal mine. I don't mind. Take them and add your own sparkle. As I always say, take my shit, baby. Add your own sparkle. So go and do that, and it won't take you long. Seriously, there is not a lot of words on that page. There is not a lot of words. And in regards to the image, I don't think I clicked on the image to change the image in the top. All it is you just take 3 of your pages and save them out as a PNG inside of Canva. If you get stuck, guess what? We all use the same software. Here inside the Sparkle world, we have an ecosystem of people using the same software. So if you get stuck on how to save your Canva as an image, I just might make you a little video on that. We'll see. All right, congratulations, guys. Well done. High five to you. And I can't wait to see those landing pages starting to pop up inside the community. There we go, guys. We are done. Let's come back to the VIPs. Hello. Finally got there once I figured it out because they changed the UI on me. Hello, VIPs. Sparkle hands. Sparkle hands. All right. So I know some of you may have been able to click around with me. Some of you probably didn't. It's okay because, you know, there's a bit of stuff in between. But I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on what we did, even though I messed up part of the recording and I have to go back and do it again. Let's hope the recording worked well because it's not getting too hot in here yet. So who would like to share? What did you like about this lesson? Yes, Reba.
I just saw how easy it was. I wasn't really ready for keep, but I'm ready for keep now because you've done the work for us. I think someone else said that we can go in and get our things and get started. And I think that I appreciate so much you walking us through it, and it seemed really simple, and I'm ready.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready before, but I'm ready now.
Oh, excellent. It is, honestly, it's setting yourself up right from the start as well. You'll never, ever, ever need to upgrade your software. That's it. You're ready to scale. Look, learn from my mistakes. I went from cheap piece of software to cheap piece of software, and then the rebuild and the reorganizing and all the things. Like, build it once and you're done. It's just tweaking and optimizing after it's done. So it's like, you know, you're building your mansion from the beginning. But it's not that expensive, honestly. Like, people look at the dollar figure. Ask yourself, like $99 a month at full price. Through me, it's cheaper for the first few months, right? How many products a month do you have to sell to pay for the piece of software for up to $2,500? Like, if you can't sell that many, like even if you've got a 25, offer, you should be able to sell 4 of them in a month. If you're like me and you've got a few $100 product, it's not even one sale. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. Who else would like to share? Come on. Yes, Cindy.
Thanks, Sally. That was really great. What I really love is the step-by-step, because that's what I need. So I'm looking forward to getting into the Keep, and I'm so glad that I did take your advice and get the Keep to start with. So I think it'll just make my life so much easier, because I can't do the tech very well.
Yeah.
But one of my, as you know, but one of my key takeaways was that I felt really relieved when he said what we're doing will also help to set us up for the future, so we don't have to keep going over everything. A lot of it will already be done for us. So yeah, too easy. Thank you.
Love it.
Great.
Awesome. And one more key takeaway, and then we'll head into Q&A. Come on. Am I going to have to call someone out? Robin. She unmuted just as I said her name. Robin.
I guess for me, again, it's just the simplicity. It's not complicated at all. It's, and even the second link at the bottom, links takes you back up to the top. Like, it's just so simple. The actual, design of it.
Yeah.
No distractions. Not too many. No distractions.
That's it. I've tried to put as much in there as I could that you don't have to build. Like, how do I make it go back to the top? Don't worry, it's done. So I love it. Thank you so much. All right. So let's do some VIP Q&A. So Angela, I see your hand is up. Lovely. What can I help you with?
Okay. I was trying to follow along with you, and of course you were speeding through. So I didn't keep up, because I said, well, I'm going to have the video and I can go back. Well, I just want to know, how do I save this document so that I can go back and get to it?
Yeah, you don't have to save it. You just can X out of it. It automatically saves as you go.
Okay. And the other question is about the terms and conditions. So my terms and conditions that I have written, I just have to convert it to a URL to put.
If it's already living somewhere on the internet, you just have to copy the URL and paste it in there. You don't even need to remake them. You can, like, I send them off into the back end of Sparkle Class Academy somewhere that I wrote a long time ago. So yeah, if you already got one, excellent. If you don't and you're not running paid traffic to it, don't worry about it just yet. You can still drive traffic to it, just can't drive paid traffic to it unless you've got a terms and conditions linked at the bottom.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sarah.
I feel like I missed something, and I thought I was following along, but the image that goes on the landing page that is your, the image of your freebie, did you go over how to make that?
No, I didn't. I realized that at the end and said that you just need to save an image out that looks like this from the PDF that you made. So I did realize at the end when I looked, I'm like, I don't think I talked about that. But yeah, you just need to just literally save out a PDF file. Save your image from, let's just do it so that it's there. Let me do a share screen. All right.
Thank you.
That's okay. Go and find my design. I think my girls have been working in here a bit today, so I've got to scroll to find some things. Where did I run your lesson the other day? I think it was that one that I did for the course. All right. And let's go to, I'll need to slide it in to this edit. Just bear with me while I slide it on in and we'll edit it in. Oh, and before we move on, let's do the image. So you can see the image right here, and we need you to make a version similar to this. So to do that, let's do click by click over in Canva. So let's head to Canva first. So where we left off when you designed your freebie, you will have your completed freebie in here, okay? What you're going to do first is you are going to download 3 of the pages. So click download, and then I want you to have it on a PNG, and then I want you to choose your 3 favorite pages. So maybe the one with the introduction. Oops, if we unclick everything, the introduction, maybe you've got a nice looking page somewhere in the middle, and maybe you want to add your call to action on the back. So you just choose 3 pages, whichever you like, click done, and download them as a PNG, and click download. Now that's going to download into a little zip folder. So if you're on a Mac, you will need to double click the zip folder to open. And if you're on a PC, you're going to need to right click, and I think it is, what's the word? Cat's in the room. She knows, she's a PC girl. Unzip, something like that. Google it if you don't know how to unzip a file, okay? It's pretty simple. It's unzip or something like that on a Mac. I know. Extract. Thank you, Cat. See, look how beautiful, Cat. Extract on a PC and double click on a Mac, and it'll create a folder. Okay, then all you need to do is come back home to Canva, and I want you to create a design, and then just choose the Facebook size design. Okay, 940 by 780. Excellent. Now, once that's there, you're going to drag in or upload the 3 images that you have downloaded. To do that, we just go to upload, and then upload media, and then navigate to where your unzipped folder is. So here's mine. And I want all 3 of these images. So I just held the shift key down on my keyboard and selected all 3, and then clicked open. So they're now going to upload into images just here, and you'll see this little blue thing going up and up and up and up. All right. So what we do first is we choose the back cover first, okay? Because they'll start to lay on top of each other. So click the back cover first, the one that you want to have at the bottom. And then once that's come in, I want you to go to position, and I want you to go to bottom and to right, and then click away. And then I want you to hold the shift key down on your keyboard, and I want you to push up with your arrow, shift key and up with your arrow. Well, make sure it's clicked, and up, 2, 3, and across 2, 3. Okay, so hold the shift key down. It just makes bigger steps, more pixels. It moves it at the same time. Okay, then when this image is in, you're going to go to edit image, and you're going to add a drop shadow. So it looks like it's kind of standing off. So click edit image, drop shadow, and it always adds usually a white drop shadow. Is it? Yeah, no, it's added a nice drop shadow. So we've got a nice little drop shadow on there, and click away. Next, we're going to bring in the middle page. Click. Guess what? The middle page automatically lands in the middle, baby. So all we have to do is click edit image and go to drop shadow. Click drop shadow, and bang, we have a drop shadow. Click away. And then finally, click your front page, and we're going to go position. We're going to go top. We're going to go left, and we're going to click away. And because our drop shadow falls down around there, we don't have to worry about clicking away from the top. We just go edit. We go drop shadow. We go drop. Let it do its thing. And then click away. Excellent. Now we've got our 3 images. We have to save them. So let's go to the button at the top here and make sure it's a PNG. You will need Pro to save the transparent background. Okay, this is a Pro feature. Otherwise, it'll be a solid white. If you don't have the pro feature, what I recommend that you do is do a solid color and you don't have a picture in the background of your landing page. Okay, have a solid background instead. But you've all got pro, right? Because we're creating an ecosystem of people all using the same software the same way, just adding their own sparkle. So, transparent background, click download. That's it. We're now downloading. All right. So once that's downloaded, it's going to save to some magical place on your computer where all the pretty things go. Let's head back to your landing page. All right. So it's as simple as click on your image and we will remove the image. We will click here to add the image. We will find it where our pretty images fell into our computer. Mine go into my download folder. How about you? Open. It'll do its thing. Look at that. Bang. Boom. Done. Now, if you do have a solid background and you've got that, you're not though, right? You can make that more solid color in the background, but there we go. I seriously should have had a better picture for this design. I don't know who. I know Kat does online markets. It's not great. But pat yourself on the back. That's section 2. All done. Yeah. All right, let's move on to section 3. All right, there we go. Done for you, Sarah. Thank you for the reminder. Look at that, making it on the fly. I'll make everything on the fly. What am I talking about? All right. Sarah, how's that? Good? Happy? Awesome. All right, Reba, you're next. How can I help you, honey?
Now, this may be a silly question because I really haven't investigated Keep that well. What is being kept there besides the things that we're doing for our landing page?
Oh, what are we building? What else are we building in here?
Yeah, I mean, what are we saving anything? Are links staying there? Are our images staying there? What?
Yeah, everything we've done will stay there. It'll all be on your landing page. Yep. Your image. Yeah, your image will stay on your landing page. All the things will stay on your landing page. Yep, it's all stored by Keep.
So it's not a storage place for all extra things that we want to build or anything like that. It's just
no, you would anything you're collecting in resources and things like that. I would do a Google Drive. Right, until you want them. But we don't need, Dropbox, whatever. We don't need to, when you're building out your content, of course, it'll all be stored on here. If you want, you can attach your own domain name so it looks prettier, but it is a landing page, so it doesn't need to look pretty. Most of the time, we'll just use a bit.ly link for our landing pages because they're short, they're easy to text, and they're hidden in the background of our emails anyway, so people don't usually see the links. If you're going to go on and do courses and membership programs and things like that, then the next step is Kajabi, and we do build landing pages in Kajabi. That's the next level, but this is really a great way to get you all started creating a funnel. But the next level up in our next tier program, we actually build in Keep and Kajabi together, and they talk to each other because they're best friends.
So the function of Keep as a landing page is a place where we're pushing it out and people are coming to and.
Correct. So if you say, I have a freebie, so you go, if I send you a link, would you like this downloadable thing that will help you with that benefit? They go, yes. You go, here, well, here's the link, go and grab it. And then they pop in their name and email and it automatically goes into Keep. So Keep is not just a place for email. So places like MailChimp and, a lot of other sort of free or even some programs at the same price are what we call autoresponders. So they're email, that's it. This is a CRM. So it's a customer relationships management system. So it's a marketing tool, it's a sales tool, and it's an administration tool as well. So it actually, I call it your staff in a box. It is your staff in a box. Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay, that explains it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I might do a little video for you guys that I've done them in the past. I've done them many times that explain how all the programs talk to each other. But you see, this particular training program isn't about all of the programs. This is about, let's just start with the first simple funnel. Once you understand how they kind of move together and the pieces move together, and you get into Kajabi, we have templates exactly like this with the click-by-click videos inside of Kajabi. And it allows you to grant more offers and courses and lots of other things. So Keep is like the back office where your staff hang out. And then Kajabi is like the front and all the things a customer sees and touches. But we're using like a little bit of the back office to make the landing pages. It's not something that we do regularly, build landing pages inside of Keep. It's there and it works fabulously. But I definitely, if you do move to our next level program and you're thinking about creating challenges, learning how to do consult calls and how to do webinars, that's what we teach in our next level program. Kajabi is part of that investment as well. All right, Robin.
Yeah, just wanting to confirm that PNGs are the best image files to use.
Correct, yes.
Yep.
Yeah. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe, I hope I did it. If not, it might be something we add later, where I explained the different types of file types and which types of files to use. Being that these have a photograph in them, then it's a PNG, and it does give you a transparent background. If they were solid images, you would use a GIF. So like logos and things like that, you could use a GIF for that, or an animation. But yes, definitely PNG is for this.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ardley.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so I think I had written a message on our Facebook group. I was having problems with finding a nice invitation to what I wanted to do. I have a couple of businesses, so maybe that's why I'm a bit confused, and maybe this is not the perfect one for the one that I wanted to do. I do minimalist drawings, and I also have a self-publishing company. So maybe I should concentrate on the self-publishing company for this.
More money there. Yeah. Always go for the highest price product, especially if you're not hit $10,000 to $20,000 a month yet. If you have a passion for both, so there's usually a criteria that I take people through when they're choosing what to focus in on building their bridge around. One, you're passionate about it. You've got to love what you do. So if you're running your own publishing company, I'd hope that you love what you do. The other one is which has got the biggest audience and which one can sell you the highest make you the most amount of money. Your minimalist drawing things, definitely I would saying they're probably really beautiful and you can teach people how to do it, but in regards to putting food on the table, less likely. So yeah, definitely the publishing company is what I would say. You can definitely try, but people will find more value. You see, people don't pay for things based on how much time you spend with them or how they pay for the value that they get or the perceived value. So to teach people to do minimalist drawing, the perceived value of that is a lot less than the perceived value of getting somebody published. You know, you can find multiple things that do the same thing as well. Like, for example, meditation, right? Meditation's really great for you, makes you feel amazing. But the chances of them following through and doing anything with it are a lot less than taking a Xanax and going to bed. Still going to make you relax and de-stress, and it gives you quicker results. So you can kind of see perceived value. That's why people don't make millions of dollars teaching, not many people teaching meditation, but people that sell Xanax that it's not, I mean, well, I'm not talking here about, you know, which is better and more healthier. I'm talking about perceived value over things. That's a whole nother thing. But what people perceive as valuable, they're more likely to pay for than, you know, like if I was to say to you, here's a template, go do it. it's like, oh shit, now I've got to figure it out myself. So the perceived value of that is, oh, it's something free, but I can't use it. It's too hard. It's too difficult. Versus, oh my God, you're going to teach me click by click and show me the way. It's exactly the same thing, but the value of that is it's going to be easier. It's going to be quicker. And when people think of quick and easy and bringing their visions and their things to life, they're more likely to pay for it. So, tangent bell, cat, tangent bell. Went off on a tangent there, but yeah, I always say go where the money's at. Unless you're making $10,000 to $20,000 a month, then go where the money's at first. As long as you're passionate about it too. That's probably the best thing I should have said. I just went on and on. Kara, we started looking at subtitling Zoom for you. It came up in team meeting, and I forgot to look at it this morning. So it is actually on our IDS, which we call Identify, Discuss and Solve in our team meeting, to subtitle Zoom. And Bronwyn, I believe, was looking into that for us, but I think she actually found me the answer. I just didn't read it. But Kara, how can I help you?
Thank you. I appreciate that. So would it work in Canva to screenshot the images and then paste them?
If you screenshot, you won't have a transparent background. Oh, yeah, you can. Totally. Yes, sorry. Yes, you can screenshot them. I just like saving them because I know they're all the same size. Because sometimes your screenshots can be off a little bit. But it's totally up to you. I've screenshotted them in the past too and done it that way. It just depends how fast I want to get it done.
Okay. And on the last page of the freebie where there's the other offer, that should be free. Is that correct?
You choose one of two things. One, it's a tripwire, or what we call an OTO, a one-time offer, where it's a little tiny bit of something, or it's free. And the free thing is a conversation, a consult. You ask them to give up a little bit of their time or a little bit of their money. So that's what you're going to offer. Now, in regards to the link, we're going to do that. We're going to link it to somewhere where they can go and book an appointment, or if you've got your own checkout, you can go and link to a checkout. But honestly, between $10,000 to $20,000 a month. Otherwise, I'd be going straight to call.
Okay. So my audience is teachers, and like trying to get them on a call is, I've been trying for 2, like they won't give you your phone number. They don't want to give up time. That's the hard thing. So then I should go with like a $7 offer or something.
You totally
like that.
can. Yeah. Just make sure you ask for their phone number in the $7 offer and you can call them. But honestly, if they're in pain enough, they'll put in their phone number to view your calendar. They don't have to book. I know that they are hesitant, but if they're in enough pain and want help in that thing that you help them with, you make the messaging right, they will click through.
Like whenever I add like anything like to try to get a phone number or try to get them book a call, like the percent of the clicking like goes way down. So,
but the quality of the lead goes way up.
Good thought.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Catherine.
Yeah, hi, Sally. Question that I have is that I already have a program for funnel building.
Sure.
And to take the template, can I take and save that and then?
You just have to model it. So you need to look at the landing page link that I added to the course, and you have to build it yourself in your own software.
So you can't import it into the other program?
You can't import from a different piece of software, no. You will need to build it from scratch. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You just need to model it. Yep. Rashimi.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Ms. Shed. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for the program that you're doing.
You're welcome.
Yeah. First, I accept my apology for my ignorance. I have, truly speaking, I've not gone through the whole Canva and even the branding because I'm on a holiday. I intend to go back mid-February and then look through all.
Yeah.
But I have a few questions which are you might have covered it in the past, but I thought that since I'm here today.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, first I was confused between Kajabi, Rujuku, Searchy. Are they similar? Are they funnels or what is it exactly? And
Yep. Okay. Yep.
yeah, and where does keep fit in? And this is all confusing still. So
Yeah, sure. First, what I would say is go back to the beginning of the List Growth Made Easy. You don't have to do the Canva and the personal branding stuff to start doing the List Growth Made Easy. If you want to, you can, but at the end of the day, list growth is going to make you money. So you can certainly start at List Growth Made Easy. Enjoy your holidays first. Now, we are not teaching we are not teaching Kajabi in this program. Kajabi is sort of the next level up from where we are now. This is really just getting you to build a nice simple funnel. When we move to the Kajabi side, we're teaching people how to make little mini challenges or mini courses, mini trainings, whatever you want to call it, which happen inside of Kajabi. And then how to close on sales calls and how to track and follow up and all the things so no leads fall through the cracks. And then also once you can learn to sell one-to-one, one-to-many, we teach webinars. So that's sort of the next level up. What we're looking at in this program is lead attraction. So getting them to you and getting you on, and at least trying to get them to spend $1 or book a call. It's the top level of the funnel. The rest of it, that's like it's a 12-month program because we build end to end. We give you the complete recipe to go from having no traffic to filling your email list to running trainings that then convert clients on sales calls and then one-to-many, and then the nurture and the follow-up. Because once you build that, literally click by click like what we've done in here, once it's built, normally we can build that first section in between, depends how fast you work, about 8 weeks to with still managing your customers, unless this is what you want to do all day, every day. You could probably get it done in a week. But we've all got customers to look after as well. But once we've built that, we're then constantly watching your numbers for you for the rest of the year. So you're coming back, you're talking about how you closed your calls, how you've done all the things. So Kajabi is what we teach, but it's definitely not in this program. Because it's come up a couple of times, I might do the little diagram thing for you and show you how Kajabi fits into the piece of the puzzle in regards to software. Would you like to see, guys? Let me know. I know a few of you have seen this before. Hopefully we've got enough batteries. Hopefully my thing here is done. Let's go to... Okay, so I've got to remember, I've got to plug my charger in, turn on my NDI. I've got to remember what software I'm in, so I turn all the right things on. All right, turn on my NDI, come here. All right, and then come to my iPad. Make sure it's on. Oh, hang on, it's locked. My iPad, and let's come into here. All right, so this is probably the best way that I can explain to you how all of the 3 programs actually work together. So, and just please bear in mind that this is not in this program, okay? This is just about list growth. So at the front, oh, geez, that's very big. Let's make it a little smaller. At the front here, we have Kajabi. All right, so Kajabi is what I always call as your bricks and mortar shop. Okay, this is the front door to your business. It is the thing that people see and interact with. So it's where your customers interact. So on the front of your shop, you've got posters. Okay, these are your landing pages or your opt-in pages. Now we have built these inside of Keep for this particular demonstration because I didn't need you, being at the level of program that you're in, is to have to invest in both pieces of software. They both work very similar. The landing pages are all pre-built for you. But whenever we're building out anything in our funnels, we're thinking, is it something that the customer sees? Okay, do they touch it? That is what we do in Kajabi. So that's your landing pages, right? So what they do is they look at these and they think, oh, I want to buy and come into the shop. Entry into the shop is the email address, right? So they give us their email address to get into the shop in the front door. And that means now we can serve them with lots more free training, and they can touch and feel all these little shelves and things around inside the shop. Now they're on our list. They can try different training programs. They can watch our videos. They can do all of the things that we can put onto Kajabi, onto landing pages, onto our websites, and even our social media traffic can live and be directed from there back into Kajabi. The other thing that a customer interacts with is the checkout, where at the front here is a cash register and they make a purchase. The checkout is built inside Kajabi because the customer interacts with the checkout, okay? And then once they purchase, they get to hang out where all the cool kids are. Here's all these little rooms for different courses. So maybe in here is where you run your one-on-one sessions. Maybe in here you've got like a little mini training. Maybe over here you've got a membership program. And you know, this is where all the cool kids come and they hang out and they buy canapes. So they've purchased and now they're allowed access into here. These are your online courses and programs. So if you're part of the list growth, when you log in, you go into my little back rooms where all the cool kids hang out and have canapes and, you know, hang out in the Zoom room together. All right. So that's Kajabi. It's all the stuff that the customer sees, or just picture it as your bricks and mortar shop where they get to touch, feel and taste and try and eventually buy and then go into your little school rooms at the side. Keep lives back here. Okay, so Keep, and I've used the wrong size window for this demonstration, but that's okay. We can make it work. So Keep is back here. Keep is your staff in a box. It's your back office. It's where we keep all the customers' information. So if we need to follow up with them, if we want to send out emails, it's your in trays, it's your post-it notes around your screen. If they send a contract in, we store it on the customer's file. If we need a follow-up task reminder, we set it up in Keep. We do all of that in Keep. It's your back office, as I call it, your staff in a box. So if they fill in an email address at the front of the shop here to get in the door, there's a little guy called Zapier who runs on back to Keep. Oh, we got an email address! And he hands it in to the person at Keep. Okay? Say somebody is over here and they're looking at this free training and they've signed up for the free training. There's a little guy called Zapier who runs on back to Keep and goes, oh, someone's trying the free training. And then somebody buys here at the front counter, and guess what Zapier does? He grabs that little checkout and he runs it back and he puts it on the customer's file in Keep. So Zapier is what we call an API. It's an integration tool that makes the two of the programs talk to each other. So every time an action happens out here, it gets sent back to here. Or if a task gets sent up in Keep, we can remind ourselves to do stuff. So this is our office. This is not neat. It's messy. It's got in trays and tasks and to-do lists, but the customers don't need to be there. So it don't need to look pretty, but it needs to be organized so no leads fall through the cracks. So that's where Keep lives. That's why it's your staff in a box. We don't lose leads. They don't fall through the cracks. And we don't end up with forgetting that somebody was interested in buying and forgetting to follow up because Keep's doing it for us. So it does a lot of the automation. Doesn't mean we remove the human-to-human connection. That is still 100% required, but there's a lot of work we do in business that automation can take care of until they're ready to have a conversation with us. So most of your marketing, not all of it, but majority of your marketing is automated. Some of the sales process is automated, but a lot of the sales process becomes human to human. And that means you're now spending time with people who actually want and need your help and are much closer to saying yes than they are if they're just a freebie chaser hanging out in your shop and waiting for something to fall on the floor and pick it up for free. right? So somebody who is ready to have a conversation with you. Now, at the moment, there is a third piece of software that I cannot wait to get rid of, but I do love it. It's called Acuity. Now, Keep does do calendar bookings. So this is a calendar and this is automated to book appointments. If any of you have booked appointments with me, you know you've used this. And again, if somebody books an appointment, Zapier runs across and tells Keep that we've got an appointment booked on the calendar. The only reason we're still using this piece of software, and there's only one reason, is currently Keep, you can book into infinity in the future in your calendar unless you manually block out every day. I only like to open up 2 weeks in advance in my calendar, and then they're all booked out, and I don't want people booking 3 or 4 months down the track or even 4 weeks down the track because they've probably gone cold by then. That's the only reason why I'm still using Acuity, is because it literally blocks out 2 weeks, opens up 2 weeks and manually automatically blocks everything out. It saves a lot of mess and people going cold booking 3 or 4 weeks in advance. As soon as Keep fix that, I'll get rid of Acuity. Don't need it. But until then, we're still using Acuity. So our tech stack, what we call our Sparkle World ecosystem of technology, we use Kajabi, we use Keep, we use Acuity, and we use the little running man Zapier, who runs around and tells everyone what to do. And then finally, to make it all look pretty and social and things, we use Canva because it's easy to use, which, makes designs for here and designs for in your emails and all the other things. But that tech stack is your tech stack until you're making 5-figure months. You will not need anything else, even beyond. Like, you honestly won't need any other piece of software. Doesn't mean you can't have other pieces of software, but you don't need anything else. That is literally the foundation to your business. It's building your bricks and mortar, your back office and your staff, and having your calendar booking system all set up, ready to go. And you will scale your business with that software, and you can add on all the shiny bells and whistles later, like Deadline Funnel. And we just bought a new calendar piece of software instead of using Google Calendars and things. So people can put them into iCalendar and Google Calendar and Outlook. Don't need it, but I got the funds to do it now. So I add a bit more sparkle, but you don't need it. That tech stack, those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of software, that should be, when you use them, think that's just paying rent on my business. I got a shop, I got whatever, I have to pay rent. It's cheaper than stocking the shelves. It's cheaper than rent, right? If you had a bricks and mortar business, but it will literally, that's it. You won't need anything else till at least 20,000+.
Yeah.
Was that helpful?
Thanks. That was helpful.
Excellent.
So this the Rujuku and Searchy, they are similar like Kajabi, I believe.
Sorry, what was that? Can you say that again?
Searchy, something like Searchy. They all are the different platforms.
Yeah.
Right?
Sorry, Searchy is similar to Kajabi. We do use Searchy. Again, it's a bells and whistles program that we use. It doesn't have a lot of features that Kajabi has that helps with gamification, assessments, some of the other things that we really like about Kajabi. We do use Searchy for one specific reason, and that is to house all of our VIP replays and coaching sessions to make it more searchable for you guys to find. So when I say your name, you can put it into the search bar and find it. Or maybe I said a particular sentence and you want to find, where did she say conversations that convert in this session? I need to find that part of the video. So that's the reason why we pay for the hub or pay for Searchy, is to make your experience better. But before Searchy, we were using that, just Kajabi, for a really long time. And why did we add Searchy? I think Kat and I did a course and we thought, I think it wasn't it, Kat? We did a course and we thought, this could be a really extra great experience for our people. But we don't need it. We just do it because we can afford to now.
Yeah, the same with Rujuku. Rujuku or something like
Yeah.
that?
Okay, there are lots of different course like Groove Funnels and Click Funnel. There's lots of different there's lots of different pieces of software for everything. I mean, you want to learn, you want to draw, you can use. Think about how many pieces of software you can do drawing in, right? What we've done is I've tested them all. I'm a tech junkie, right? I get in, I play, I buy tech all the time and test it out. I've been doing this for years. I found the best pieces of software that work together, are the easiest to use, are scalable, and we've created an ecosystem of everybody using the same tech. The point being, you can imagine, normally you go and join a coaching community and some are using ClickFunnels, some are using Lead Pages, some are using Groove Funnels, some are using blah, 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 blah. You join the Sparkle world, we're all using the same stuff. You can go in and ask a question and there's 500 people that are all using the same piece of software. Some of them are more advanced. So what we've done is create an ecosystem of people building similar businesses in the same software, just adding their own sparkle. That's why we don't bring in, makers. I don't sell to makers anymore. Not this type of level, unless they're wanting to build courses and teach people stuff. With physical products, they need to be willing to teach people things because that's what we focus on. So if you want the complete package of not having to worry about tech, tell me what is it that you do? Who do you serve?
Yeah, I serve the artist.
Yes. Okay.
Artist community. Yeah.
Okay.
So I still haven't been able to find the exact niche, and I'm still working on the exact but that is what I have to go with.
Yeah. So this is the thing. I'm in sales and marketing and I do all the tech building. The reason why I buy and try everything is because that's what I do, right? I do it all day, every day. So therefore I am required to go and test and try and do all the things and, keep up to date with all of these things. What you do is help artists. So what you should be paying for and learning and doing in regards, you can try all the different type of arts out there, and then you can create your own recipe and formula to teach people the way you do it. There are lots of art teachers out there. I'm in one of the most competitive industries. I teach marketing. So you can imagine every second ad online is somebody teaching people marketing. And that's the reason why we do what we do, is because we want to take the tech stuff away. If you want to spend time and hours learning all these other software and you want to go and teach it to other people, sure. We help and have marketing people inside our community because they're trying to learn from me and then take what they like and make their own marketing recipe. But if marketing and sales is not your recipe, whether you find me or somebody else, what I recommend that you do is find somebody and follow their entire recipe from start to finish. Otherwise, it's like you've got 5 different recipe books. You try to make the one thing, but they're all teaching you in a different order. You see, every coach that's successful has a particular order that they do things in, and most people will go and buy a webinar one from here, and they'll go and buy a coaching one from there, and then they'll go and buy a challenge from there and a list growth from there, but they don't all link together in a complete recipe. Now, there are coaches out there that do teach a complete recipe from lead attraction to selling to closing to follow-up to nurture to testimonials. And honestly, guys, that's what I would recommend that you do. Find somebody that teaches the whole recipe and follow it from start to finish instead of jumping from coach to coach to coach to coach to coach. Unless sales and marketing is the thing that you want to teach other people, then sure, go out and experiment so you can make your own. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfectly. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
One last question
Sure.
on Keep.
Yep.
On Keep, I wanted to check if I take the the free monthly thing once I'm back in March. Will that work? And then I'll work from there.
Yeah, so we get special deals for Keep every month, and sometimes we get what we call back pocket deals, where the guy that I work with at Keep might go, I've got 2 of these, who wants them? And then like I went into the Facebook group the other day, I had a really cool back pocket deal, but it was the first one to give it away. And I did comment on somebody's post to message me ASAP because I got a back pocket deal. Otherwise, that we do usually get different monthly deals as well that we get access to. Just don't go through the website. I don't care which Keep partner you choose to buy, but buy through a Keep partner because they get deals that you will not find through the website because we pay them to get good deals for you guys. So yeah, whenever you're ready, let us know and I'll let you know the best deal that I can get for you at the time.
Yes, thank you so much.
Excellent. Enjoy your holiday.
Thanks.
Whereabouts are you?
Yeah. Right now I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, nice. And sounds like your family's around as well.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
I'm with my sister.
Thank you for joining us and coming on in, even on your holidays. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a
Trisha,
nice day.
how can I help you?
I'm unmuting. Thank you for that. All of that information's been brilliant. I haven't really opened Keep since I got it because we hadn't gotten to that yet. On the front page, it's sort of, I've got the template now, so that's brilliant. But on the front page and getting started, do I need to have that stuff sorted? Like
work your way through it.
The
The main thing you want to do is make sure that your address and things like that are updated in the marketing area because you can't send emails unless you've got an address. Just spam rules is there needs to be an address at the bottom. I use a PO box in my address, or what I recommend is if you know somebody with a business who's a friend, you can use their physical address if you don't want to add your own home address. Some people might use their accountant or their bookkeeper if they've got an actual place that they go to and have mail sent to, because you do need a physical address at the bottom of all emails for spam. So just make sure you work through that. Some of the getting started stuff is just surveying their audience, right? Are you a single business or a whatever business? How many employees do you have? All of that. Honestly, that is just profiling. So it's smart because then they know what their audience is. We teach profiling inside of the academy, which is something to help segment your audience and sort of see where most of your people lie. So click any button if you want to. It doesn't really make any difference. But yeah, just quickly click through it if you want to. I don't even know if I ever finished mine. I just went down. Yeah, look, oh no, that's cats. Let's see what's in there. I forgot that I was in Cat's account. No, don't go in there. I'm just looking at it now. It's got create a sign up form, start an automation, send an email, call texting. No, don't do any of that. Organize your tags. Don't do that. Update your profile. Yes, do that. Update your business profile. Yes, do that. Sure, download your to Keep mobile. Yes, do that. Let me share screen because everybody probably doesn't know what I'm talking about. So here, import your contacts. If you've got contacts, totally. It's just an Excel spreadsheet or a CSV file, so you can import those if you've got them. You can segment them as well. So just add tags to segment them if you've got different list types. And you can import the same name twice and just do them in batches if you've got, different segments of audience, and just add a tag to it so you know what segment they are. Organize your tags, don't worry. Update your profile. Yes, do that. Update your business profile. That's the one that affects your spam rules. Sure, that one you can put the app on your phone. I don't use it as much. I know America's got some amazing, you can text from your phone. We don't have text here in Australia attached to Keep, which is a little sad. They keep promising. And connect your favorite tools. Don't worry about that. We do all that with you as you work through. But as you can see, the cats had this account. Oh, is this cats? Yeah. Oh, no, that's my DP account. So this is my Sandbox account. But yeah, just those. You don't need to do them all, though. I think I see that up the top all the time because I never do it. All right. wow. I can't believe the time.
Yeah, no, we're running over.
Yeah, very over.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, we'll do the last
I'll
two
let you
questions, and then I'm going to have to head off. Jacqueline.
Oh, mine's real. Oh, did I
Yes, you're on mute, honey.
Okay. Just had a brain freeze. And I show you, I know this is from the when we went in the Monday mentoring, and I went back in to fix my colors because Angela was having problems with her colors, and I did okay, but my first page, I can't seem to get it to change. Can I show you my screen and you help me right quick?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
I already have it up.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, do a share screen. I'll just make sure that everybody else can see it as well. Let me know when you... Oh, actually, it might automatically... Oh, excellent. That's
you see it?
Yeah, it's just coming through now. I'm just giving it a minute to come through. Yep, okay. So what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to change this color behind me.
Oh, behind you?
On
Okay.
that
Hold the Command key down or Control key if you're on a PC or a Mac and click.
Uh-huh.
And again. There we go. Stop. Okay. Now you... Oh. No. Click. Stop. Yep. Now you can change the color.
Well, I tried, but see, for some reason or another, see, you keep leaving that purple in there.
Okay. Can you just click away from there for now? Just click away. Can you just grab your head and just drag it to the side? Yep. And now click. Yep. And click in there. Let me see what you've done here. Because usually there's two. Usually two colors. Next to the edit image, is there another little box next to that? I can't see. It's not big enough.
Just the crop. It's just crop.
Just the crop. Okay. What I want you to do is click on that pink one that you've got there. So, no, yep, in there. Click there. And just click delete. So try again.
Okay, whoops.
Yeah, that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
No, that's okay, honey. Just at the very bottom.
I know what happened. It got enlarged.
Yeah. That's okay.
All
right. So.
Oh, grief.
You're right, darling. All good. This is looking really nice too, I have to say. Okay.
Thank you.
So just bear with me.
Okay.
So just can you click in that purple area? Yep, there. Yeah. And just click delete on your keyboard.
Oh, my keyboard.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it right there.
Okay. So now, did you want it solid like that?
Oh, not necessarily.
So you want the gradient?
But we've been long enough. It'll work for now, Sally. I mean, it's I just wanted to get the purple off.
All right. Well,
you've
bring if you want to.
You've been working really hard.
Thank you. If you bring this to the Canva class on Friday or your Thursday, if you want to add the gradient, we can fix that on Thursday for you. But until then, it's looking really beautiful. I love the template that you've used as well. It's looking lovely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You, sweetie. Okay.
And final question of the day is Elfrida.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I have two questions, and it's both about this class, the Zoom class.
Yes.
I noticed when I go to the hour of the class, I end up in Facebook. But when you go to talking, this group is already in the VIP room. So how do I know what time to go to the VIP room?
So as soon as we open the room is when the calendar starts. So if you go to sparkleclassacademy.com/calendar. Okay. And at the very bottom of the calendar, you'll see the word Google and a little blue plus button.
I've done that.
Yeah. So when the little line...
I end up in Facebook.
Yeah, I stream to Facebook as well.
Okay.
So you can watch both. There's a 30-second delay in Facebook or something like that, but in here it's a little earlier.
So what you're saying to me is when it's time to click on that Facebook, don't go there, come here.
It's up to you. Some of our VIPs prefer to watch it on the live stream on Facebook because when they chat, I can push their messages up to the screen and I can see their pretty faces. And some of them prefer to watch it in here, or some of them actually come in here, mute Zoom and watch it on the live stream. So it's really up to you. The VIP room is open. Sometimes you might come in early and I haven't even set up the countdown client timer yet and I'm still fluffing around. And other times that, you know, you guys can sort of chat with each other while I'm trying to set things up. But yeah, it's totally up to you, whatever experience you prefer. So if you prefer to watch the live teaching, because I really don't interact with the VIPs until after the live teaching component. I do look at you when I'm teaching though, because what that does for me is if I see your heads nodding and you writing notes, I know that it's going in and you're learning something. So by you guys keeping the camera on when I'm teaching, it's actually super helpful to me because I can see that, oh yeah, they're getting that, they're understanding that. But if you prefer the user experience to watch the live stream and come in after, I know Dean, who's I think he's one of our mentor or maybe our Canva guys, he always comes in after the teaching component because he prefers to watch it on the live stream and interact with the tap, and I'm always putting his comments up onto the screen. So yeah, it just depends on what user experience you would like. Does that make sense?
Now my second question is, where is it? All of this stuff that we do in this VIP room, is this recorded also? Can we get replays of this?
Yes. Sorry, this will go into the live record
here that I like.
Yeah. Sorry, this goes into the live recording kind of bloopers reel section. So you will be able to see it in the VIP section that you'll be able to go down and watch. Once we've edited the course, it's like a little bonus area that people can go into. But yeah, it is before editing. After editing, we just chop out the good bits and turn them into the course. But the whole however many hours, what time did I start today? 11. It's 1:25 here now. The whole 2-hour video will get uploaded. Yeah, but then you just watch it at like 4x speed or something.
And where do I find that?
Log into the library and have a look underneath the VIP area. There will be an area for VIPs.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. Well, wow, we've still got lots of eyes out there in the big wide world as well. I will quickly just come on over and have a look at, let's come back here. So, yeah, what are your key takeaways? What did you guys enjoy most from this session? Please start tippy-tap typing in the chat box. I will quickly just go through. If you have a question, let me just make sure. Okay, so we've got a couple of questions come in. Can the background stock photo be changed? I don't think the keyboard would work with my niche. Yes, totally. We went through that in the training. Kat, I haven't received my VIP link. I'm guessing you sorted that. Yay, Jackie can hear me. Alfred is in the room. Yay. All right, that's fine. Yep, looks like we got there. Takes a little bit too. We've got a lot of Zoom rooms because it's like classrooms trying to figure them out in a school, trying to work out where to go. What I recommend that you do is start to save the Zoom links and change the name of the Zoom link and say List Growth Made Easy, Mentoring with Sally, Canva. Unless we get Zoom bombers or somebody crashing our Zoom account, we generally try to keep the links the same. I know recently we did make a little adjustment. And if you can't get in the room, then check your email. If it's not coming in your email, let us know, because sometimes they don't get pulled in because we're rebuilding a few things in the background at the moment. We've been cleaning up a lot of systems with this new program. Some people are not sitting in the right sequences and we've been trying to fix that. That's just been us messing around trying to clean things up and moving people around into different automations. So yay. Hi, you're always on a live. I love that. Yes, they will work in another platform. You just got to do it yourself as long as you know what you're doing. you cannot upload the template into Canva. You can design in Canva, but you won't be able to, you'll have to model what we did. We don't have the template available because, well, Canva doesn't convert as well, but you can totally do, I wasn't able to upload the template for the landing page. I'm guessing, well, if you need help with that, you need Keep. Okay. If you don't have Keep, you'll have to build it from scratch yourself, but please try and model the layout that we have given you. All right, guys. Well, oh my goodness, I've just been going on and on and on. Thank you everyone for joining us today, and I hope that you had a cool takeaway. I see there's still many eyes out there. I challenge, this is your challenge now, is to go live in the List Growth Made Easy group and tag me. Okay, tag me with key takeaway. So use the use the hashtag key takeaway, and I'd love you to go live and share with me 3 things. Okay, number 1, what is a key takeaway from today? Just one thing. What was a big aha moment for you? Number 2, what are you now going to do differently? We've covered loads of things today. I'm sure one thing stood out to you that you thought, I'm going to do that differently. And the third thing is, what are you liking best about this training so far? If you can go live in the Facebook group, we're actually starting to, and a couple of people have done these little challenges. We're getting a whole list of you together. We've got games and prizes and spinning wheel giveaways and all sorts of good bits to come through this training. So we're only at the beginning of week 2. We've still got another, this week and 2 more weeks to go together. Please trust the process. Just build one thing at a time. I promise you, at the end, you will have a functioning marketing machine, and you can then go out and start putting traffic through it. As always, guys, never let anyone dull your sparkle, and I will see you, probably tomorrow. I don't know. I feel like I'm going live every day at the moment. Get one income producing activity done each and every day. Bye, guys.
I gotta tell you something I could do. I could be running around chasing you, but I won't. Cause I got better things to do. Rather spend my precious time chasing somebody who loves me too. If I got $1 for every time you slam the door, I would be the richest girl alive. If you hadn't run away every time I asked you stay, you would sleep right next to me tonight. No, you didn't know me, or you